Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for lesson 2 of our first unit. Last unit we looked at adding and subtracting integers. This unit we're going to look at multiplying and dividing integers. Again, a review lesson of items you have learned in previous years. Multiplying and dividing integers are pretty straightforward because they follow the same rule, both multiplying and dividing. So this lesson is going to be a quick one. Remember, read everything in Google Classroom as far as instructions for this lesson. Make sure you're completing all tasks. You're watching this video currently. Yes, there is a Get More Math homework assignment after this video. Make sure you're completing that assignment so that you can get credit for your homework. So starting off with multiplying integers. And there's two different things we're going to look at. Multiplying integers with the same sign, meaning both numbers are negative or both numbers are positive. If they have the same sign, your answer is going to always be positive. So if you are multiplying -5 and -5, two negatives multiplied by one another are going to give you a positive answer. So -5 and -5 give you a positive 25. And then it's the same thing for two positive numbers. A positive 2 times a positive 3. Positive give you a positive number as well. So 2 times 3 would be a positive 6. Now, the different end is when you have different signs. So if you're multiplying a negative and a positive together, you're going to end up with a negative answer. So the product is what we call the answer to a multiplication question. The product of a negative and a positive number multiplied by each other is always going to be a negative. So just some real quick. Question 8, I have a positive and a positive. So obviously my answer is going to be a positive. Positive 6 times positive 4 is positive 24. Number 9, I have a positive and a -3. Now before we answer this, I want you to notice a difference. There's two different ways that they've written a multiplication problem. They've used a dot. The dot between the numbers represent multiplication. An X between two numbers, that can represent multiplication. Or, as number 9 shows you, it has a number and right beside it is a number in parentheses. So the parentheses. That also indicates that you're going to multiply those two numbers together. So in number 9's case, we have 7 times -3. We have a positive and we have a negative. So since we have opposite signs, that means I automatically know my answer is going to be a negative. And then you multiply the whole numbers. 7 times 3 is 21. So my answer is -21. Same thing with number 10. -2 times +8. Opposite signs. Opposite signs mean I'm going to have a negative answer. And then 2 times 8 is 16. Interesting how that just did two different colors for me there. Let's rewrite it. Let's rewrite that. -16. It worked for us that time. So down here again, opposite, a -6, +7. I know my answer is going to be negative. And then you multiply 6 times 7, that's 42. Oops. Two same signs, positive and positive, and then you're just going to do those like a regular multiplication problem. Positive answer. If there are multiplication facts that you are unsure of while you're doing this, yes, you can use your calculator to check them, but just know the rules. 2 positives or 2 negatives give you a positive answer. Opposites, meaning 1 negative and 1 positive, are going to give you a negative answer. So if we're going on to dividing integers, you're going to see that the rules are exactly the same. Dividing with the same sign. Positive. Dividing with different signs. Negative. So it's the exact same rules for division and multiplication in regards to integers. So some examples, let's take a look. First off, let's show the two different ways you'll see division written. You can see it with the actual division sign or as a fraction. That bar represents division. So when you see a fraction, it's actually talking about dividing two numbers. That's what a fraction would mean. So the first one, we have a positive and a negative. So I automatically know they're opposite signs, so they are going to have a negative answer since they are opposite signs. 4 divided by 2 then is 2. So 4 divided by negative 2 gives me negative 2. Same thing, positive 21, negative 7, opposite signs. Opposite signs mean a negative answer. Then 21 divided by 7 is 3. So 21 divided by negative 7 is negative 3. Let's go to 14 here. We have same signs, a negative 15 divided by a negative 5. If they are the same signs, my answer is going to be positive. So then 15 divided by 5, that just gives us a positive 3. And then we'll go over here to number 11 again. Same sign, negative and a negative. So same signs, I'm going to have a positive answer. So 18 divided by 3. So that's going to give me positive 6. All right, at this point, you have a homework assignment in Get More Math. Make sure you're completing 1.2, dividing and multiplying integers. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. As you're going through the Get More Math problems, if you happen to have problems you need a calculator to help you with, because I know some of the division ones on there you'll probably need some help with, the Desmos Scientific Calculator is in Google Classroom. You can utilize it. So reach out to me if you need. If not, I will see you next lesson.